Guys, we just got some huge news regarding the biggest pressure update. That's right, people. Looks like the pressure devs have some new sneak peeks for us that'll give us information on the upcoming modifiers. And here's the good thing. We actually know what modifiers these things will be. Let's hop right in. And starting out the main news, we got this image right here. Huge shout out to Urban Shade Roblox on Twitter for this amazing stuff. And as y'all can see, we have modifiers. Or at least the icons of the modifiers. Because this image was cropped by the developers, we don't really have too much information to work with until we use this image right here that was also shown by the devs almost a year ago, dude. It's been a long time, but like, we can actually use this to match the first letter of the modifier to the proposed and suggested modifiers that were shown. And first off, we have whatever modifier this is. Is this thing like a block? Is this like a cheese? Or is it butter? Wait a minute, it's actually butter. Yeah, people, this modifier is probably going to be named Butterfingers, which is already proposed in the past. As you can see, this thing pretty much makes it so whenever you take out an item, there is a chance that it will be dropped, which is kind of funny because you're going to be clumsy. You're going to have some Butterfingers. Next up, we have whatever this door modifier looking icon is. Judging from the letter at the beginning, it's probably going to be a D. D for Die of Death, oh my goodness. But okay, it's probably gonna be the door stuck modifier. Like, you know, the door stuck meme, like everyone knows that probably if you play Counter-Strike. And this thing makes it so that doors will sometimes jam and need a good kick to open. So if you're ever getting chased by some entity and you have no lockers, you gotta open the door in front of you, this thing is going to jam and it's gonna be GG's, you're dead. Moving on, we have whatever this drawer or cabinet looking modifier icon is. The beginning letter looks like an O, but it's probably a G. G for good horror design. Pretty much there'll be a small chance that you're gonna get jump scared by a spider named John. This might be the same jump scare indoors, and I'm not gonna lie, people, I hate these jump scares so much. Like, bro, I don't really care that it's a spider coming at you. It's just that any jump scare popping at you is gonna be scary. A potato can literally be jump scaring you and it's gonna be scary. I don't care. I hate jump scares. Please do not add this to the game. Next up, we have the A60 modifier, which is obviously showing A60. And by looking at the previous modifier that uses the exact same letter, which is a letter G, this modifier should be the guest star's rooms modifier. Pretty much the A60 spawns increased, and A200 can now spawn. Hell nah. Like, bro, I'm gonna hate this modifier so much. And that's gonna bring us on to the Navi Path looking modifier, which is obviously like the Navi Path if you know what I mean. And this thing's probably gonna be the navigation malfunction. Basically, the door numbers will be inconsistent and sometimes display strange numbers like 999 or question mark, question mark, question mark. But this thing's definitely gonna make it so you have to count your doors, kind of like doors, so that's pretty cool. And moving on, we have whatever this radio looking thing is. I'm not gonna lie, I actually have no clue what this thing is. It's probably gonna be a new modifier, meaning that it's not mentioned in the modifier suggestions right here. It's definitely gonna be a new thing, or at least in my opinion. Low-key, it kind of reminds me of those radio things from the Hunted events, or maybe like Sebastian's radio. I have no clue what it's gonna be. And next up, we have the popcorn modifier. I'm pretty sure this might be another new modifier that wasn't mentioned in any of these, images right here. Like, it shows an S right here. It might stand for surprise popcorn, or maybe the S stands for showtime. Oh my goodness. But okay, in all seriousness, this thing might actually be the self-destruct modifier. I know the icon should have been like an explosion, but it might be a popcorn because, you know, like when you cook a popcorn, it's supposed to pop, and then you self-destruct or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, basically whenever a player dies, they're gonna create an explosion that flings and ragdolls anyone in their radius. It's probably not gonna be that, I'm just guessing. And then that's gonna bring us on to the Squiddle modifier. Maybe it's actually Seeker, but it's definitely Squiddle thanks to this image right here that I stole from urbanshade.org wiki. It's definitely a Squiddle. Also, apparently this was supposed to be the original Squiddle, but it turned to the imaginary friend. And low-key, this might be that one spider modifier we were just talking about in the beginning of the video. But okay, back on track. If I had to guess, this thing might be some sort of like Squiddle modifier. Maybe the Squiddles will get triggered easier by a light source. Or maybe if you're really close to them, like if you touch them, they're gonna get triggered instantly. And potentially these guys can deal more damage. And finally, we have the wet floor sign. Pretty sure this is an Easter egg in the game, but it can also be a modifier as well. As y'all can see, there's a modifier called the wet floor question mark. Basically, the void lockers no longer have puddles. If I gotta be honest, I'm not too sure what that means, but I'm guessing these guys won't be in the lockers no more. They're just gonna be like you just cannot enter them, or maybe like they're not even there. I actually don't even know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this image. I want to make it clear that these modifiers are not confirmed whatsoever. I'm just like trying to link things together and try to like, make things work. And let me know your thoughts down below on this. Now for some predictions on potential modifiers coming to the game. So as we all know, Grace is going to have a collab with Pressure, so that really suggests that the guest star's Grace modifier might be coming to the game, alongside the guest star's Rooms modifier. And yeah, this thing pretty much makes it so that Grace guys can spawn in, like whatever this guy is. This this image is pretty funny. Low-key, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a guest stars for Regretivator modifier, but like some Regretivator characters. That would be pretty cool to see. And when it comes to the entities, I can definitely see like a Double Trouble modifier being added, like Double Trouble and Die of Death. Pretty much a Skelepede spawns alongside the Bottom Feeder. I think that's really cool. Blood Ocean is also a possibility. Makes sense for the Frogger. My boy just wants to rebound back to back. Mad Crybaby can also be a thing, especially like that one plushie Gameo with the pink infestation. That could be a thing as well. If you think about it, Wall Dwellers are getting a redesign, so the Sneaky Snitch and Sneaky Sneakers modifier could possibly be added as well. And then we have Pure Pandemonium. The Angler and its variants won't spawn. That's gonna be very scary. That means a lot of minigames will be played. And you might as well just throw in that We See modifier. The boys are gonna chase you on sight. When it comes to some other funny modifiers, I can definitely see explosive storage being added. It's better than seeing like a spider jump scare, but pretty much an explosive might be in a drawer, and it will detonate in like a few seconds. And speaking of which, the glue modifier would be a goofy one to add as well. I think it's gonna be pretty funny. There's also a modifier called Gummy Gummy Gummy, which is a Reams reference. I think that would be pretty cool to see. There's something called Tight Security 1 and Tight Security 2. That could also be a possibility, but honestly I kind of hate passcode doors and gas. There's a modifier called Closed for the Night. It also might be a thing, but I don't think I'd ever use this modifier because I love seeing Sebastian. And imagine if the devs added Wild West alongside Zero and High Noon. That would be very goofy and unforgiving, but I'd love to see it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my predictions. And speaking of more news, we also got whatever this thing is right here. This dead expendable with a painter, or not painter, the dead expendable with like the he got shot by a turret. Also, wait a minute, let me say one thing. It looks like the turret has no sort of like laser thingy, so that kind of suggests that the combat evaluation program modifier is probably coming to the game. In addition, the immediate action modifier might be coming as well, alongside the infinite ammo modifier. That's probably going to be a thing. But okay, these are obviously just guesses and predictions. I don't know if they're coming to the game. I'm just yapping, okay? And yes, people, with that being said, I'm just done here. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments how excited you are for this update, alongside your thoughts on the modifiers coming and your predictions. Until then, people, I'm just done here. Peace out. And before we end, I just want to give a huge shout out. Huge thanks to all my YouTube channel members. I love you people so much. Y'all are very generous and very genuine people out there. I appreciate y'all very much. If I can give y'all a hug, I'll give you a hug like right now. If you give me your permission, of course, like I had to get permission. And okay, fine, rules has got me on funny cams, ain't gonna lie. So if you enjoyed, please like. If you guys didn't, please dislike. And yeah, this is this video.